I like how your computer does a countdown.
3, 2, 1, live.
Blast off.
Blast off. You get a blast off over there, woman.
Happy Friday, guys.
What's up, everybody?
Jeff and Rhonda Green here, coming at you live from
Mr. Green.
Mr. Teen South Dakota.
Whatever. So, anyways, guys, it's Friday, guys. Friday.
It's a true story.
Oh,
it's flip-flop Friday.
Flip. You say that again really fast.
Try to see that fast.
Flip-flop.
Flip-flop Friday.
Flip-flop
Flip-flop.
So,
Friday. Flip-flop Friday.
I tell you what, I'm having a better day than I had yesterday, guys. It was my birthday yesterday. And,
have you ever had just a shitty birthday?
Well, it wasn't a shitty birthday. It's just that I'm very open with everybody that I suffer from very severe depression. And dude, I tell you what, guys, yesterday was not a good day for me, man. I was really struggling all day yesterday with my depression. So, and what I mean by that is I get very closed off, where I don't want to talk to anybody. Matter of fact, I think my brother called me a couple times, and my mom called me yesterday, and I haven't returned their phone call. I'll do that today. So, but I just closed myself off and don't want to do much. It was probably one of the more rougher days that I've had in a long time. So, downside is
sometimes you just don't know why.
And I know you've asked me that numerous times. Why? What's triggering it? There's nothing triggers it. It's how I feel. So
it happens to all of us on some level, I think. So
and honestly, it wasn't my birthday either. The issue with that is just
getting old.
Maybe it was. I don't know. But anyways, I'm feeling a lot better today. But just so the message for you guys out there is that if you're having those off days, and you do know you are suffering from depression, anxiety, you'll get through it. You'll find your outlet sources. Work through it. If you don't know if you're suffering from anxiety and depression and you're feeling off for whatever reason, definitely seek help, guys. Talk to somebody. Get on medication. You have to do that. I've been on medication in the past, and I will not take it. So I use natural stuff.
We're actually going to talk about one of those things.
So yeah,
today is our topic in terms of how we can help that just naturally.
Yeah. So that's how I manage mine. But anyway, so that's my chit chat a little bit for yesterday. I had a lot better day, but I did forget my.
Today started out pretty crappy.
Yeah, it did, but I took it with a grain of salt. But I forgot my juicy juice at home. So I call my BCA.
How old are you?
47. I'm 47. So I call my BCA concoction that I bring to the gym with me my juicy juice, and I've called that the juicy juice for a long time for whatever reason. So.
You guys.
And I forgot it at home this morning again, so I didn't have my juicy juice with me when I worked out. So I am 47 years old, and I still call my BCAs my juicy juice. So
that does suck, though. You get to the gym. I forgot my phone one time, so no music. No music. So it's a bummer, but
yeah. So anyway, so I'm working through it. Didn't hold me back. Still in my workout. Got through it, and I'm having a good day today. So. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great day today too. But let's get into it, guys. This is going to tie back into. Part of this is tied back to your depression too as well. Mood. But what's up with your gut?
What's up with your gut?
What is up with your gut?
Sometimes I know exactly what's up with my gut. It tells me.
A lot of cookies.
Last night my gut was not happy with me, and that's your fault.
No, it's our daughter's fault.
Well, it wasn't even the ice cream.
It was the cookies. Yeah, one of my clients sent me cookies yesterday from Crumble. So I had a few bites of those. Anyway, so what's up with your gut, guys? What we want to do is talk about gut health today and the importance of gut health. And this is one of the things that I really focus on myself, and I have to focus on to keep my depression and anxiety in check is be very careful what type of foods that I put into my body, my gut. So stresses, etc., stuff like that. So what we want to do is we want to talk about gut health, what is imbalance within your gut microbiome, but more importantly, what are the symptoms that are associated with that. So for those of you that are out there that have some of these symptoms and don't really know what it's tied to, then you will have a better picture of what that is.
What it could be.
Related to, exactly. And then also tie it back to what you can do about it too as well. So gut health. Imbalance within your gut. Obviously, serotonin is released from your stomach. 90% of your serotonin is released from your gut.
Serotonin is your happy hormone.
So this is why I really focus on my gut health. So
there's a direct link between your gut and your brain.
Yeah.
So what you put in your gut affects your brain.
The cool thing, guys, is there's more and more science that is being conducted today, or at least over the last 2 years, and more that's going to be coming out in the future, tying gut health back to, or tying improper imbalance within your gut back to overall health. Not just the depression, anxiety, but fat storage, etc. There's a ton of stuff out there, and I think you're going to see in the next 4 to 5 years a ton of science that's going to be coming out related to this,
cool.
and you're going to be shocked as far as what could be prevented by basically taking care of what you put into your body. So what are some symptoms? Let's talk about that right now. So with an imbalance with your gut. So
I know.
What are some?
Gas and bloating.
Gas and bloating.
Why are we high-fiving?
I don't know. Are you gassy and bloated today?
I had gas cramps last night. No, I'm sharing that. Instantly. It's just funny though when you do eat right, 80, 90% of the time, when you have crappy foods like pure sugar, for me anyway lately, instantly I'm in pain.
Yeah. So it's discomfort. Let's call it discomfort. Right?
Tummy discomfort.
Gas and bloating, or bloated. I guess I got bloating again for some reason.
You can't say a few words.
And then constipation or diarrhea would also be associated with an imbalance with your gut. Not fun at all.
It's no fun.
Not fun at all. So bottom line, you shouldn't go to the bathroom shortly after you eat some food. That tells you right there.
Every single time. There's some issues that within your gut. Matter of fact, this is a story for you. We were in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and we were with another couple, and he literally who may or may not be listening.
Yeah, they may or may not be listening, but I'm not going to call them out. But they would literally go to the bathroom after every single meal, and I finally said, "Dude, there is something wrong with you." Because that is not normal.
In the most caring voice.
And I said, dude, you need to go check. He goes, it happens. It's been like that for a long time. It happens all the time. You need to go get checked out. That's not healthy. But
and you shouldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
Because that can lead into some long-term issues. Right?
IBS, Crohn's disease, other autoimmune disease too as well.
Into, some disease, chronic inflammation, and then that just kind of starts a snowball effect in terms of impacting other organs, your immune system, inflammation, pain, all that kind of stuff.
So the discomfort side of it also too, we talked about when we first started as far as the depression, anxiety, but brain fog, so it's not just the discomfort side of it, but there's other things that tie into your gut. Also fat storage too as well would come off of an imbalance within your gut. And that's, I think, one of the studies that's really going to come out is that the imbalance within your gut as far as your body not processing food, storing as fat. I think that's some research that's going to be coming out here in the future that I think it's going to open some people's eyes. So
it's interesting.
So there's some symptoms for you. So
and long-term.
Yeah, we already talked about some long-term effects. Storing fat, metabolic impact too as well. With this, with the imbalance within your gut. So we've been talking a lot about imbalance with your gut. So what do you do about it? So if you have some of these symptoms or you're experiencing some of these things, what do you do about it? Well,
some of these things are no fun, but they need to be done.
Yes.
Avoid sugar, gluten, processed crap.
Caffeine, alcohol.
Caffeine. Oh, that's a big one.
Alcohol is a big one.
Alcohol. All of these stresses that you're putting on your body day in and day out, month after month, year after year, is gonna catch up.
In one of the I'll call it a disease. It's not really a disease, but it's something that can happen within your gut is a thinning of your intestine. With an imbalance with your gut microbiome, is a thinning of your intestinal wall. And that's actually called leaky gut syndrome, guys. And that's more prevalent than what people realize. And what that is basically, when food goes through your digestive process and filters through your liver, et cetera, stuff like that, and your body absorbs the nutrients and flushes out the bad toxins, the thinning of the intestinal wall, those bad toxins actually release into your bloodstream and go throughout your entire body. So leaky gut,
literally, it just leaks out of your gut and floats around your body.
Is very, 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 very. It's a common thing, but people don't realize and know what it is. Gluten is a big culprit for that, and alcohol is another big culprit. Stress is also another big culprit for that too as well. And then also eating processed and ultra-processed foods. So ultra-processed foods are all your baked crap, all your fast food restaurants, box stuff like that.
Anything
too
in a
as
box
well.
or a bag. Or...
So going back to what you do about it, sugar, obviously avoiding sugar. diet drinks and diet sodas, guys, horrible for you.
We didn't mention carbonation.
Carbonation, yeah.
Carbonation, and of course the aspartame.
Yeah.
You know, there's some sweeteners that are better than others, and this and that. And everyone can have their level of avoidance, I guess. But aspartame, of course.
Sugar, alcohol, another bad one for you too, as well.
Isn't so bad.
I know you want to talk a little bit about the food map.
I was gonna say, and it's not always what we know, like the sugar, the alcohol, the gluten, all the bad foods. Or
it could be healthy things like garlic, for example.
Yes, there's a lot of healthy things that can upset tummies and digestive tracts, and especially if you know you already have like IBS or PCOS or something like that. Some of these foods, like you said, broccoli, onions,
cauliflower,
garlic, apples. Most of these will fall under what we call FODMAPs. FODMAPs. So if you guys don't know what FODMAP foods are, Google it, study it, and if you have digestive issues, these are some things you might want to kind of look at in your diet and maybe start eliminating or paying attention to how you feel after you eat them. And there's a pretty big list. So it's not an all-inclusive, like, if you have this, then avoid all these foods.
Yeah, don't do a rush.
No.
Don't be a rush to drop everything.
No.
You don't want to, solely identify certain things. And I have numerous clients that I work with in the past and also currently right now today that have a lot of gut issues. We've had to work through that. So your sauce, different sauces, spices, etc., stuff like
Gluten
that.
can hide in sauces,
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't realize that. They're trying to be gluten-free, but they don't pay attention to like the sauces and stuff. So that's a big one.
Going back to just, obviously, working out too as well. Being active, a little more active will also help with your gut health too as well, guys. So
staying hydrated, sleep,
less, minimize your stress in your life a little bit. So
I mean, one thing we didn't jot down, but this is where the time restraint and intermittent fasting type approaches could be beneficial to certain situations in this category, because if you shrink the amount of time you're putting food in your body for your body to digest and break it down, that means the more time off your gut gets to repair and replenish. And so that can be a big thing. Or even the longer term fasting, the 24 and 36 hour fasting can be very, very beneficial too. So
got a good point. Yeah, we forgot to write that down and think about that. But yeah, so the time restricted eating is definitely beneficial to reduce the inflammation, also to help with your body processing sugar or your insulin too as well. You're not releasing glucose when you're not obviously eating calories, so therefore you're not releasing insulin from that too as well. So
much. It's a big topic, you guys. But we should stop there before we
so
go off.
The bottom line is that if you are, like I said earlier in the conversation, if you have some of those symptoms, just start eliminating some certain things, and don't try to eliminate everything. Probably the first thing to definitely do is probably eliminate gluten. Not saying you're celiac or anything like that, but eliminating gluten is one of the easiest things you can do. Or not the easiest, but it's a very simple thing to follow through with and do. Sugar would be another one too as well. And then I would also, if you're not active right now, just get out and start walking. Doing some simple activity like that will help with it. But those are a couple things you can do. And again, as always, reach out to us, guys. We're here to help and serve you. If you have questions related to your gut and how to effectively get back on the right track, our consultation sessions are always free. The initial ones, and we have quite a bit of experience of dealing with this type of situation.
And we have partners that we work with for things that are outside our scope in terms of testing and gut mapping, hormones, things like that.
Yeah, we've done gut mapping with several clients.
Yeah,
so
it's been interesting, some of the things that our clients have discovered going through our program and working with our partners and really figuring out some of these things they've suffered with for years.
Common feedback I get from people is like, I didn't realize how much better I could feel by just making some small changes. I didn't realize how bad it really was until he stopped doing things. Or the other one is that when you change the gut and they kind of revert back to a few habits, and then they realize very quickly that they can't have that stuff because how big of an impact it has on their body. So
like I did last night.
Cookies
and ice cream for supper is not a good idea.
So
it happens to the best of us every once in a while.
I had my sugar yesterday, even though I was having a bad day, but it's surprising I'm actually doing really well today because sugar is a really, really a really big trigger for me as far as if I have a little bit too much sugar on the weekend, which happens occasionally, not all the time, but it really sets me off on that Monday. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, give us some love. Drop us a comment. Watch us on the replay. Hit hashtag replay. If you're watching us in live, hashtag live. Again, guys, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.